So it's officially been a week since Hasan Pence decided to go full shock therapy on his dog live on stream, and it's been interesting because now we have found the one situation that he can't manage to mumble and stutter his way through, and he's not going to find an easy way out on this one. There is no lying his way out of the corner that he's painted himself in this time around because, well, over this past weekend, even Fox News, okay, Boomer Fox News, decided to pick up on this event, and I mean, it's probably not going to translate to that much hate, given the fact that they can't even get the handle right up there in the corner, or maybe the intern that was tasked to set the upper chyron just wanted to meme around a little bit, okay, because it's supposed to be Hassan Abi, not Hassan Bai, but it's close enough, especially in this guy's case. But the lies, the cope, the defense that is running around what has now been called CollarGate it's wild, okay, because you had Hassan holding up the collar himself with obvious electrical tape on the back, and people immediately went, no, here's the model that you're using, here are clips in the past of you outright admitting that you have a shock collar, just your blatant disregard for any sort of sentient life that is not yourself. And yeah, people can just simply connect the dots. You're a really shitty guy, and this is completely on brand. Nobody's really shocked, pun not really intended, that you would stoop to this. It's just, given that it's been a week, you would think that you would have come up with just like better lies, because I think the most recent one that I've seen go around right now is that, she was like excited because pressed the gate button on my desk. It's like, you got a fucking Matt Lauer gate, and you think anybody's gonna buy that, what, 5, 6, 7 days into your lies? Like, just stop. If that's immediately what happened, you would have just looked around. Okay, at least here's what I'm thinking, for somebody who doesn't have a 70 IQ, you would hear your dog yelp over there and be like, what happened? Oh, no, you thought I was gonna no, you're staying in here right now because of this, that, and the third. If you actually gave a shit about your dog, you hear a little yelp and be like, what happened? Oh, it doesn't look like anything. Chat, you guys pick up on something? What happened? I don't know, man. She's just back there acting a fool. You would have played it off like that if you knew you didn't have anything to hide. But you didn't. You immediately started to run with, no, it's a vibrating collar. No, it's an electronic gate. No, I actually don't have a dog at all. Like, he's just a dumb motherfucker. Like, we've known this for years. It's just, this really has highlighted how stupid Hasan is. But yes, this isn't a situation that is just simply going to disappear because you have PETA. PETA has chimed in on this. PETA responds to Hasan Piker dog abuse controversy. In a statement to the Hollywood Reporter, the advocacy group says Hasan Piker has denied using a shock collar on his dog, and we hope that's true because shock collars are dangerous and downright cruel. They put dogs at risk of burn wounds, chronic anxiety, and displaced aggression. Well, yeah, chronic anxiety, you can see, and I've seen way too many clips of this poor dog recently, but just pacing around this relatively small room like she's counting the days down to release, and it's like, yeah, I could kind of see there's some underlying mental health issues for this big old dog. But while it's plain and obvious for everybody to see that he obviously fucked up, and like I said in the previous video, it's like there's a time and place for shock collars, especially dangerous, rambunctious dogs. If you really need to drive a point home early in your training, I can understand that. And I'm sure people that are far more accustomed and far more used to dog training probably have a lot more logical and reasonable explanations as to why they would jump to using that tool. I don't think anybody at all would come to the conclusion that, just wanting to keep your dog back there on your little cot and use it as a stream prop, yeah, that's the appropriate time to be using a shock collar. Absolutely not. And while, yeah, reasonable people are going to weigh up all of the evidence available and deduce their own conclusions, other people still in Hasan's orbit think that there's nothing wrong that he's doing, and in fact, he is an honest and upstanding individual, because you have the Fear and podcast, sure, defend Hasan and CollarGate, say they never saw anything bad. Really? A dog yelp and then him cope and seethe? Interesting. I would like to make it clear, I don't believe that Hasan has abused the dog. I have never seen a shock. It's also, I don't believe that because I bore witness to how you treat her. Yeah, exactly. And so has the rest of the internet with all of the other clips that have been circulating recently. But even the people that are coming forth and trying to come down on the definitive take side of saying, hey guys, animal abuse is wrong, even they're handling this situation with kid gloves, because you got one of the top Twitch thoughts, a Valkyrie. I don't know much about her at all. I see her name run in these circles whenever a viral Twitch moment happens, so let's just say I recognize the name, I wouldn't be able to pick her out of a lineup. But the way that it's being framed here, Valkyrie reacts to horrible clip of Kaya on Hasan's stream. Kaya's the dog, by the way. Valkyrie is one such streamer who offered her thoughts on the ordeal during one of her own broadcasts on October 9th. At first, she agreed that the clip didn't paint Hasan in a good light, really, and claimed that Kaya is being treated well. First of all, the clip did look horrible, she admitted. No, it's not at all. It's not a bad look. Come on, what are you talking about? The clip was really bad. Oh, and it's understandable why everyone was freaking out about it. But I can verify that Kaya is the most loved, spoiled, well-trained, and best big baby that I have ever been around. See, they don't even want to condemn an animal abuser. It's fucking wild, dude. Valkyrie went on to say that the outrage surrounding the incident would be better served being put towards, yes, current social and political issues. Holy fuck, man. That would stand as the worst take on this if it wasn't for, Twitch's #1 thought, Pokimane, announces that her podcast hiatus after her staff, not her, decided to delay the release of the upcoming Hasan episode that was about to come out. And this is wild. Pokimane has announced that her podcast with Lily Pichu, okay, sweet and bro, these are names, okay, will go on hiatus to restructure its staff after they refused to upload an episode with Hasan as its guest. Wow. In a message posted on October 11th, the podcast announced that it would be skipping its scheduled Saturday upload due to allegations Hasan used a shock collar on his dog. This one is a tough one to write, but we wanted to give you all a heads up that we've unfortunately been that we're going to be missing our first scheduled Saturday video tomorrow. We've been watching the recent drama unfold concerning our guest, and it's been getting intense. We had a serious talk as a crew, and we all agreed that it didn't feel right to upload tomorrow's episode at this moment in time. And yeah, anybody going through a quote-unquote scandal, not even this one so obvious, like, it has led to delays. Even people that are just obviously innocent, normally, if they're going to be making an appearance, regardless of political affiliation, regardless of who they are, normally you would just kick the can down the road a little bit. But not this case, okay? The message was added, the decision was made to protect the podcast's usual tone, writing that their goal was to keep the space comfy and a true escape. All right, I'll take your word on it because I'm never in my life listening to a fucking Pokimane podcast. But yeah, she's out here claiming that the staff's posted message about Hasan, it came rogue. It didn't come from her. Like, ready to go forward with this stuff? On Monday, October 13th, Pokimane revealed that the episode was supposed to air as usual, but the show staff refused to upload it out of fear that it would cause drama. What were you guys talking about? Your favorite type of electricity? The most efficient wall sockets? Like, what are we doing? The statement, I'm sorry, they also posted the statement without my approval. Sorry, guys. We'll talk about everything on this week's episode and go on hiatus afterwards to restructure because everybody's getting fired because we need to defend the socialist king of Twitch. I just really wonder how they're going to be handling this stuff because, if it was all just a big old misunderstanding, if it was just simply, Hasan being Hasan, right? Not being able to properly handle the situation, just finding it difficult to describe exactly what went down. I wonder if they're going to talk about the shock collar remote being caught live on his desk, okay? We can just play the clip in the background here for a second because it does zoom in and you can see, oopsie daisy, there's a remote right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and move that out of frame real quick. And obviously this is from a little while ago because they're putting up a Christmas tree unless they just recently did that shit. But yeah, oopsie daisy. Oh no, I just seen, oh no, they ended up catching me outright live in 4K. Hopefully nobody puts two and two together. And because this is coming up on a year ago. I could just slide. It's fine right now, but now that we can simply go ahead and put two and two together, once again the evidence is mounting up. Him wanting to also hide the remote on top of the fact that it's very obvious a shock collar remote. He's a liar. We've known this for years, but this is the most obvious example of him not being able to take responsibility and continuing to deflect. This is not going to be going away anytime soon. If he would have just been open and honest to begin with, but here I am asking a socialist to be open and honest. He could have been back to his regular scheduled bitching and whining because there's a few socialist candidates going up for mayoral positions here that he could be out there stumping for. But no. He has to continue to lie about being an animal abuser when the evidence is right there for the world to see. And at this point in time, they definitely have. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.